So we're doing whatever the closet is?
At least the closet and whatever the red door is if we have time.
This is the story of a man.
We don't need to rehear this.
Man, that's very rude, so you want to talk to you.
It stinks because every time you start a new game, he forgets and resets.
Oh, okay. It's the same like everywhere you go. They
All his
will
co-workers
treat you like more than a part-time employee.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh yeah, and annoying.
When
The
Stanley
scary
came to
thing
a
for a
set
lot of the
two
full-timers,
doors, he
depending
entered
on
the
who
door
picks
and
this up, the union might be booted, which I'm happy for, but
Full-timers may not be, right?
for everyone who's been working on their 401k, they might get reset.
I don't think they could do that. There's no way they could.
I figure if a different union picks us up, they'll respect the years that went into the other place's 401ks. Like, you're 8 years in, we'll put you 8 years into our program.
That's weird.
But I figure if it's something like where it's not unionized, it's like, nope, yep. And also your benefits, you can leave if you want.
Well, that's a weird situation. That sucks.
Anyway, I think this is the path I need to take to get to the
This was
closet.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Nah,
and
we're not
got
gonna
back
do
on
that.
track.
Or did I have to take this now? Like,
What do they do in this office?
hmm.
Where they sell?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find a functional answer. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Alright, and now we just sit and wait.
And you figure this out on your own?
Yes.
You get
There was
that.
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
It's a reasonable thing to do, though. Like, and after something scary has happened,
But Stanley was still just sitting in the broom
go
closet.
sit in there.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
When I was little, I was so starved for fan fiction that I read Harry Potter fan fiction, even
You
though I
do
never
realize
ever
there's no
watched Harry
choice or
Potter.
anything in here,
And
right?
like
If I'd said
in the
Stanley
circa
walked past the
2006
broom
Harry
closet,
Potter
then she would have had a
fandom,
reason
broom
for
closet
exploring
was
it
like
to
the
find
place
out.
you went to go make
It
out.
didn't even occur to
To
me
read your
because
fan
literally,
fictions,
this
and I
closet
completely
is
forgot about that, but
absolutely
your
no
organization was
significance.
like
bringing it
so
back.
many times, like a wave washed
I
over
never would
me.
have thought to mention it.
You know, I understand you with the being little and starved for fan
Maybe
fiction
to
type thing.
you this is
Because
somehow
I used to
his
read
own
stuff that
production.
I didn't even know about
Maybe
all
when
the
you go
time,
talk
just
about
because
this
it was
with a
good.
friend,
Yeah,
you'll say,
It was popular. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
We care.
"Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
No,
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Do I
He
find this
probably only
concerning?
got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Or Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
he is now.
Maybe
Well, I've
like
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to his broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because
you haven't even
nothing
explored
here.
it. It's just there in
When
the
a
same wall. I don't even know what's in
physical
this
memory
room
of some
closet.
sort shut down your central
Oh, now I
nervous
do.
system,
Okay.
and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Hello?
anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Alright.
Let's see what he says. We just had to go take a breather in the office.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Yes, we can.
You too. I'm going to heal.
How long can this go on
An
for?
entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
And that's the end of the path for this.
Good. I was enjoying the design of this room closet because it's very real. The paint on the walls, the random squares have been filled in. It's gelling with me.
It doesn't look
in a very certain
perfect.
way. I know the stripes of paint.
It's uneven.
It makes me feel a certain kind of way. I like it.
In The Sims, I individually place like bottles of nail polish and like knives on like my countertops, so they look imperfect.
So it looks
Yeah,
like
so
there's
they're
someone
real.
there,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
That's so nice. Library closet is nice.
It really was.
Coming to a staircase,
Oh, we haven't gone
Stanley walked
downstairs
upstairs
before.
to his
Yep.
boss's office.
Yay! Made out with ourselves for a little bit, and now we're good. We're okay now. We'll make it
Like I
through
said, no jump scares down this way.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at
Well,
all.
what kind of soda machine
None
do
of
they
it
have?
made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered
Cold
this,
drink.
he began to make other strange
Really
observations.
cheap, too.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did
Bothers
doors
me,
close
yeah.
automatically behind him wherever he went?
Your
And for
flush
that
makes it
matter,
easier.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer,
Is it
an
in the box? Yeah,
explanation.
they changed.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still
Oh,
not
that's a
woken
dream.
up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently and invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must. Can anyone hear my voice?
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Marielle?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
There's Stanley.
She soon turned to go call for an ambulance. For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was
Are
obviously
there popular
crazy.
nowadays?
This
Men who
was
wear
she
blue
knew.
jeans and dress shirts and
Everyone
ties.
knows what crazy
It's very
people
in
are.
vogue.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she
You don't
was.
like
I don't think I can handle it.
Oh, you
I
like
am
it too
safe.
much?
Yeah,
I
it's
am
not.
in control. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned around.
Mariella was so cool. She's a career-focused woman.
Yeah.
Didn't even call the police. Didn't even stop and check his pulse. Just, oh man, this is a dead guy, but I've got a meeting to go to.